back to Your Comments Matters. I'm your host, Carol Love, and today we're going to be taking a look at a video coming all the way from NBC4 Washington, and they're going to be talking about Medicaid cuts in the state of Washington. So we got some great commenters here on today, and if you are 65 and older or younger, anyone that's getting Medicaid, not Medicare, because Medicare is for those of us that are 65 and older, but for you younger generation under 65, and for those of you that need Medicaid, these are what these videos, these shows that we're doing for this month is all about your health care and when it comes to Medicaid cuts. So we got some great commenters today on this story. We got comments coming from Bambi Mariposa, Christina Jones, Marco Corrado, and Mick Love. So let's watch the video, hear what they got to say, and you can make your comments below as well because your comments matter. Let's take a look at our video for today.
With 1 in 5 Americans relying on Medicaid for healthcare coverage, the impact of cuts would be felt all around the country. According to the Congressional Budget Office, the tax bill would cut Medicaid spending by $1 trillion over 10 years, and 11.8 million people could lose their health insurance, with the majority losing Medicaid.
Frankly, we have just never experienced cuts in healthcare availability of this magnitude.
Alice Burns is a health policy expert at the nonprofit KFF and says the cuts will mean less funding for safety net providers, hospitals and clinics that treat people regardless of their ability to pay. MedStar Washington and Children's National are two local hospitals that get financial support from Medicaid.
The effects of the Medicaid cuts are going to be felt very broadly. Yes, they will be felt against working age adults, but we're also going to have a lot of effects on people with disabilities, people who are ages 65 and older using long-term care.
The new tax bill would limit states' ability to raise money through provider taxes, which is a big part of how states pay for Medicaid. The bill also calls for stricter eligibility checks, tougher screenings on providers, and work requirements for healthy adults under 65. But according to KFF's research, about 92% of healthy adults under 65 on Medicaid are already working, and some have to use Medicaid because they can't afford their employer's health insurance.
This creates a lot of red tape, a lot of new reporting requirements. And so a lot of people are expected to lose coverage, not necessarily because they don't work, but because they can't navigate all of the new paperwork expected.
Last month, Speaker Mike Johnson appeared on Meet the Press, saying that changes to Medicaid are necessary to keep the program
You don't like it when it deals with you.
We're not cutting Medicaid. What we're doing is strengthening the program. We're reducing fraud, waste, and abuse that is rampant in Medicaid to ensure that that program is essential for so many people, ensure that it's available to the most vulnerable.
Medicaid is run by states, so changes across the DMV will vary as millions of Americans wait to see exactly how the cuts will play out. Amy Cho, News 4.
All right, everyone, there it is right there. You heard it from the lady named Alice, how she talked about how these Medicaid cuts are going to impact working individuals, that rely on that extra Medicaid coverage that they need, that they can't get through their employer. So just some of the points that she made there. 1 in 5 Americans rely on Medicaid. 11.8 million will lose coverage for $1 trillion in the Medicaid cuts. We've seen that over the other videos we've done in the other states, haven't we? The cuts mean less funding for the hospitals. People with long-term care disabilities will be affected. Some people need Medicaid because their job health care is just too expensive. And the last note, did y'all see Mike Johnson said that to be available, that Medicaid is going to be available for the vulnerable, for those that are vulnerable, that you will have your Medicaid coverage. But like they were saying, though, people can't navigate through all the bureaucracy that they have created, the different forms, all these forms and these questions. You got to fill this out, then go here, fill that out. It's too much for some people. And majority of the people are older people and some people with the disabilities. Or how are they going to get the help to navigate through all of this? And if you answer one question wrong, you get one thing wrong, they're going to say, oh, reject, reject. That's what they want. They want more paperwork so you can get more frustrated and you just say, forget it. Just forget it. If I got to go through all this, forget it. That's what they want. That's what they want, because the less people that's getting it, the more money that they get to keep. Hey, that's a plan. That's what they're doing, y'all. All right, then. Hey, listen, let's get into your comments today, because why? Your comments matters. Let's take a look at some of our commenters today. Take a look at our very first commenter. This coming from Bambi. Bambi Mariposa says, the people losing health insurance are those who are not citizen or not legally allowed to be here. I read it in the bill. I forgot what section, but it's section 711 something. You read the bill? Even Marjorie Taylor Greene said she didn't read the whole bill, but Bambi read the bill, right? Bambi said she forgot where it was, but she read it, section 711 somewhere. 711. Come on, Bambi, are you telling the truth? Bambi got 8 likes on that comment. Girl, you had to pick 711, right? All right, then. Hey, look, but that's the point, though. They were saying that when they do this reform, that it's people that are illegal, not citizens. If you're not legally allowed to get it, you shouldn't get it. We need it for the people that are legally allowed to get it. So if there is waste and fraud and abuse, yes, find it out and get them off the payroll. That's what I say. Get them off, because that's what it is. It's a payroll. They treat Medicaid like it's a job, and you don't even have to go nowhere. Just stay in the house. Stay in the house, play your video games, and you'll get a check. Don't make no sense if you're able-bodied, if you got your right mind. Let's take a look at another commenter, Christina Jones. Hi, Christina. Welcome to Your Comments Matter. Ooh, Christina, she kept it simple. She said that is BS. She kept it simple. I guess she said everything that Alice them does said. She says all BS. They just give you BS. That's what bureaucrats do. They give you BS, don't they? She got 3 likes on that comment. Let's take a look at another commenter. Marco Corrado says, wait till Trump gets sick. Ooh, well, but he's sick right now, but he's still getting his care. Y'all seen his hand. Y'all seen his legs. Trump ain't well. Trump ain't well. But he's getting his coverage. I bet he got Medicare. You won't need Medicaid because Trump is almost 80, right? So you don't need Medicaid, but I bet he got his Medicare coverage. Uh-huh. Yeah, but he covered. Yeah, he covered. All right, everyone. Let's take a look at our last commenter. Mikla says, I am on Medicaid and do not work. Mikla, you got one. Well, you have to have a reason, right? But why are you not working, Mikla? You better watch what you say, because your comment, somebody gonna see it and they're gonna check you out, girl. If you're able-bodied and if you can work, oh, you get the letter. You gonna get a letter. We done kick you off. Hey, listen, that's gonna do it for Your Comments Matter right there. We want to thank this news today, excuse me, coming from NBC4 in Washington. And this video got over 3,000 views when it was aired in 2025. So go check it out if you want to. And you can see more comments there. But I just brought these few comments for you, because why? Your comments matters. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for us here today. And I will see you on the next video. I'm your host, Carol Love. Thank you so very much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to Your Comments Matters. And we'll see you on the next video. Take care and goodbye.